Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are going to continue the series on unlocking success, understanding nonprofit organization governance, and we are now on segment three. Now, segment three will be a separate video, just to let you know, because it's a little bit easier to make them shorter. That way, they're not that long. Anyway, so again, here is the part that we're going to introduce, and we're going to talk about the key players in the nonprofit governance. So, from the board of directors to the executive director and volunteers, each role plays a vital part in steering the organization towards its mission, right? So, again, welcome back. If you are coming back from segment 1/2, or if this is your first time, don't forget to go start there and come back here after you finish listening. Welcome, and I hope you guys continue to tune in with us. So understanding the roles of these individuals is like assembling a team for a successful mission. Similar to like when you decide to create your own, or if you decide to open up partnerships with whatever type of businesses that you guys run, right? So one, we're going to start with the board of directors. The board of directors is often considered the backbone of the nonprofit government. They are a group of individuals who are responsible for overseeing the organization's operations, setting strategic goals. Generally, the strategic goals are set for like every 5 years. From my knowledge, from the last time I checked, I actually checked in like one of the local big nonprofits, and well, actually the biggest one for the population that they service, and they generally do 5 years, and ensuring that the nonprofit fulfills its mission. So even with that, you have to make sure the mission is always being, filled throughout that time. And also, the board members are usually volunteers, and they come with diverse backgrounds, bringing a range of skills and expertise to the table. They play a critical role in decision making, fundraising, and providing guidance to the executive director. So, again, the board of directors is basically the organization. Okay, so when selecting them, be selective who you decide to join. Know them well, know their strengths, their weaknesses. You need to know if they're able to collaborate, coordinate. It's a lot of things that goes into play. And most of the time when people is seeking a board member, depending on the type of board, sometimes there'll be a posting and then you'll apply because there's a seat open. Or sometimes boards are sought out when people are starting up a nonprofit. They'll send them a letter because they're interested in their works and they would really like for them to join the team. Okay, so we're going to move on to the executive director. The executive director is the day-to-day leader of the nonprofit. So again, they are there present managing the nonprofit. Okay, so that's your executive director, right? They are responsible for implementing the strategies and policies set by the board. Okay, so they have to report to the board. Okay, so it's kind of like they work hand in hand. However, the executive director executes the plan, right? So these can include program managers, fundraisers, administrative staff, and more. I'm sorry, I skipped the part. Sorry. Let me go back. So again, they are responsible for implementing the strategies. This role requires a strong set of leadership skills, management skills, and a deep understanding of the organization's mission. So, generally, the executive director sometimes is actually the person that puts the board together, and they are not able to do both. They can't be on the board and they can't do both. They have to do one or the other, right? And you see why? Because the roles are so different, you know. The executive director often serves as the public face of the nonprofit and is responsible for the overall success. So um, they have a very important role, and leadership skills are everything when it comes to that position. So staff members, let's get into the staff members. Nonprofit often have dedicated staff members who carry out the day-to-day operations, and they generally work under the executive director. And a lot of times when the hiring process takes place, the executive director is a part of the hiring process to make sure that these staff members and volunteers are a good fit. So these can include program managers, fundraisers, administrative staff, and more. So again, the staff members, so generally either the executive director and one of the managerial people under them will conduct the interviews and make sure these people everybody's a good fit. So everybody, plays a role um, in making sure the mission, like that person is in line with that mission statement. Okay, so these individuals work to achieve the nonprofit's goals and objectives, helping to deliver services and programs to the community. So again, they all work collectively. They have to be able to coordinate. So it all makes sense. It's coming together. So with the volunteers are the heart and soul of the nonprofits. They donate their time, skills, and passion to support the organization's work. And most importantly, generally volunteers don't get paid. So whether they're helping with fundraiser events, serving on committees, or providing direct services, volunteers play a vital role in expanding the nonprofit's reach and impact, because some nonprofits do not have the funds to do the amount of fundraising that they need. So volunteers come in, help get it done, and it's always a great thing. And a lot of people make sure that they support their volunteers, even if they buy them a big meal. They have a nice ceremony to recognize them and give them appreciation. That's important as well. So advisory councils and committees. Some nonprofits have advisory councils and committees that provide specialized expertise and guidance. These groups, they focus on specific areas such as finance, marketing, and program development. So sometimes the people within the organization, different staff members, can be a part of those, or are generally a part of those committees as well. Together, these key players form a collaborative team that works to advance the nonprofit's mission. It's like a well-orchestrated symphony where each instrument has a unique role contributing to the beautiful music of positive social change. So in my next upcoming segment, we'll dive deep into the roles and responsibilities of the key players, exploring how they work together to ensure effective nonprofit governance. Stay tuned to learn more.